What's up everybody, it's Sean here, back today to give you guys a review of the Supreme collaboration with Nike SB on the Dunk Low OG Quick Strike in the Blue Stars colorway. So this bad boy right here is definitely one of the top releases of the year. The latest collaboration between Supreme and Nike SB, these dropped alongside 3 other colorways. And all 4 pairs released on March 4th for $110 US, which is the equivalent to roughly 140 Canadian. So the official colorway for this shoe is white, hyper blue, and metallic gold. And Supreme also released a backroot brown colorway, a mean green colorway, and a black and white one as well. So I know a lot of people, even my friends included, they were all able to grab a pair of these. But myself, I took an L on all 4 colorways. But I knew this was going to be one of my top releases of the year, so I ponied up the cash and paid resale. So this entire set of Nike Dunks is inspired by Supreme's 2003 Nike SB collection. So those ones, as I'm sure you guys know, was done on a Nike Dunk High silhouette, but now they've taken that same design concept but applied it to a Dunk Low. So first off, here's a quick look at the box, and this comes in your standard purple Nike SB box. So nothing unique about this box except for the inside. So in the inside they give us Supreme and Nike SB co-branded paper. As for the shoes, so this is your classic Nike SB Dunk Low OG silhouette. This is constructed out of a nice smooth white leather. We have the signature perforated look to it, and to the touch, this leather feels like it's a pretty decent quality. If you run your fingers through it, you can see the natural grains of the leather, which is always good to see. Surrounding the outer edge of the toe box, we have this croc skin leather overlay, and this is done in this hyper blue color. One thing I want to point out though is the toe box on these Supreme Dunks, they're a little bit boxy. So when you compare it to your standard Nike Dunk, normally they're a little bit more sleek than this, but for some reason these ones definitely have more of that boxy look to it, which I definitely didn't love. So we have more of this croc skin leather running up the center of the shoe covering the eyelets, and then beneath this on the quarter panel we have more of that smooth white leather, but we have these gold star graphics covering the entire panel. Overlaid on top we have a croc skin swoosh, and more of that croc skin leather covering the back heel. Above this we have more of that smooth white leather which wraps around the back of the shoe, and at the very top we have another hit of croc skin with the Nike branding embroidered in gold. At the bottom of the laces, these come with a metallic gold colored Supreme Dubré, which mimics the look of the Dubré that came with the 2003 Dunk Highs. So these come with these black flat laces, not to be confused with the traditional oval laces that Nike SBs usually come with, and we have Supreme's iconic world famous tagline on the lace tips. In addition to the black laces, they also give you a secondary pair of blue laces as well. Underneath the laces, we have a very well padded nylon covered tongue, and at the very top we have this tag with Nike branding in this metallic gold finish. These come with a red line insole with Supreme and Nike SB branding on the heels, and then this being a Nike SB Dunk on the back heel, we have a small zoom air unit for cushioning and impact protection. So the upper of these Dunks sits atop this all white colored midsole, and then turning the shoe over to the bottom, here we have your classic Dunk outsole. In this case, this is done in this hyper blue colored rubber with a circular traction pattern on the forefoot and Nike branding in the center. So that pretty much breaks down all there is to it to these Supreme SB Dunk Lows. For those wondering how these fit, so I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and usually for SB Dunk Lows with the padded tongues, I recommend going a half size up. So I got these in a size 10.5 and they fit me really well in a nice snug way. I don't know if it's just me, but I felt like this tongue was a little bit more padded than a lot of the recent SB Dunk Low releases. So because of that, even though I went up a half size, it still gave me a really nice snug fit. Next up, in terms of comfort, so unfortunately SB Dunks in general, I don't find them to be that comfortable. There's pretty much no cushioning within the shoe except for the small zoom air unit underneath the heel, which to be honest, you can't really feel it underneath your foot. Still, for just everyday casual use, I'm not a skateboarder, so I'm just gonna be rocking these casually. They're gonna feel fine. They're not gonna be very soft or very plush, but for a shoe I'm just gonna be walking around in, they're gonna be perfectly fine. Finally, in terms of the quality and craftsmanship on this pair, so first off, the material quality was pretty good. The leather, like I mentioned earlier, was pretty soft and had a nice feel to it, and this croc skin leather felt pretty thick to the touch, and I'd say that overall it was pretty solid. In terms of the craftsmanship though, I noticed that it wasn't the best. There were definitely a lot of loose threads I had to trim off myself, and this toe box, I don't know why Nike did this, but it definitely had a noticeable boxy look to it, which kind of bugged me. With all that being said, now let's lace up these Supreme SB Dunks and I'll show you guys how these look on feet. Overall, I'd say that this was a really solid release from Supreme and Nike SB. If I had to rank the 4 colorways, this was really tough. Honestly, this was one of those drops where all 4 colorways can be argued to be the best, and there was no clear winner or loser in this entire set. But if I had to choose, I might go with the green as my favorite, followed by the blue, and then the black, and then the brown one coming in at last. If you're asking for my opinion on whether these are worth the resale prices, honestly, that's just subjective. It depends on how big of a Supreme fan you are, how big of a hype beast you are, and how much you actually need these in your collection. It's definitely not the perfect shoe. There are some issues that I would have liked to see corrected, but to me at least, it's still a really nice release and easily one of my top releases so far of 2021. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the Supreme Nike SB Dunk Lows. Of all the 4 colorways, how do you guys rank them? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm very curious to see which ones you guys put first and which ones you put last. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8. Check out my Twitter account at sean.go and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video.